today in the 55 days of the wisdom of natural hair, we are now doing card number 5, which basically is dealing with the theme free your hair. So card number 5, you can see she's beautiful, she's looking ahead, she's looking right on, and she's unraveling her hair. And you can see that the hair is unraveled and it's basically being lifted by the wind, flowing in the wind. And that she's wearing the Jamaican colors, and she has as earrings the ankh. The ankh is a symbol of life. It's an ancient Egyptian symbol that symbolizes life, infinity. And basically in this card is a kind of a call to free yourself, to free your hair. Most of the time, sometimes we need or we use protective styles to make sure our hair is protected, that's enabled to grow, that we manipulate the less as possible to enable it to stay strong. But times, as much as there is a time to protect your hair and to keep it soft and to keep it, you know, in a less manipulated fashion, there's also a time for just to let your hair breathe, just to let your hair out, just to let your hair sense the wind, just to let your hair just feel the vibes outside. And so this is what this card is all about. If you've been wearing weave for a while now, or wigs, or protective styles for a while, maybe this is a little call to let your hair breathe a little bit. I know right now we are during the winter, and you're probably going to be seeing this winter or the summer or whatever you're seeing this video. Basically, it's just a little call to let your hair breathe. So if you're in the winter and it's pretty cold and you are maybe skeptical or scared of your hair breaking, it may just mean that, you know, if you're having a weekend before redoing your hair and the protective styles, you may just, you know, let it out around the house, let it out when you're going to the patio or the backyard, just so your hair can just feel the wind and feel the atmosphere and actually be out there, be connecting with the outside world, be connecting with the sun, especially the sun. And so it is kind of important sometimes that we just let our hair be. If you see, naturally we won't have all of this protective style, because it also necessitates that we manipulate her hair. And so our hair will naturally need to be out in the sun, to be out playing in the wind. And sometimes when you do that, when you enable your hair to breathe and to be free, then you're also opening the door to receive more messages. You're also opening the door to receive more information about your environment, and just to see how your hair is reacting to all of that, how your hair is giving back to you, what kind of messages are coming to you as you're doing that, what kind of messages are coming to you as you may be walking outside, taking a walk in the park or a walk in the forest. Your hair may be entangling with all kind of information, and if you're just quiet enough to listen through, you may just find a lot of wisdom, a lot of information that may be useful to you in other cases, in other spaces. I think the wisdom of nature is so important and is so close to us, and we do have this additional tool that it is our hair that can connect us, that can enable us to connect better with the environment and better to listen to the sound of nature, to listen to the information that's just around us. So this is just a call for you to free your hair and embrace it. Now moving to life situation. Maybe it is not your hair that needs to be free. Maybe your hair has been freed and your hair is asking you now to free that part of yourself. Free that part of yourself that has been held hostage or prisoner of the presumption or the prejudice of others, the projection of other people's fear or your own fear about what you can do, what you cannot do. Free yourself from all of that. Free yourself from even the things that are preventing you from moving on, the thing that you believe, these all beliefs that are preventing you from doing better, that are preventing you from doing for yourself, that are preventing you from understanding others better, understanding what your needs are better. So that's also a call to look in the areas of your life where you need more freedom. Maybe you need more time to yourself, you need to work less. So it's time now to kind of look at that and say, what can I do to manage to make my schedule more flexible, to manage to bring in that additional time that I do need, that additional, you know, je ne sais quoi, that's going to help me strive. So look at the different areas and see, where do you need more freedom? Where do you crave for more freedom? What part of you is craving to get out, to break free, to break out of these chains? And those chains may be your old system of beliefs. those chains may be the place you were at. Maybe it's time for you to move to a different place. Maybe you've had that little hunch, that little urge to move, but you've been kind of waiting or kind of fearful to do it. So free that part of yourself that's trying to lead you now. Free that part of yourself that's trying to push you to do better, to examine things that maybe you didn't want to examine, to make fast, to confront maybe a difficult situation that you were pretending didn't exist. By freeing that aspect of yourself, freeing that feelings, giving yourself the permission to be free. Free to think the way you really want to think. Free to love the way you really want to love and express that love. So I hope it gave you some things to think about. To get the card, of course, all the information will be in the description box. And that was just card number 5, free your hair. Bye-bye.